Hello, this is Katie from Katie Says. I'm glad to be coming to you from a new microphone, $10 at Walmart, and it sounds 100% better. Today I'm going to be doing my first review for my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be reviewing The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Overall, I thought this was a pretty good movie. I'll just get my complaints out of the way first. The biggest complaints were the CGI monkeys. They had fantastic graphics, but it was really kind of hard to lose yourself in the story because there were some instances where you could just really tell that they were CGI, and it was just hard to feel like it was realistic because of that. Let's see. Another thing, some of the parts were not very believable. The plot overall was very creative, but in some spots it didn't really seem to fit together well, like how the orangutan somehow happened to know sign language. That was a little bit unrealistic. I know that monkeys can learn sign language in real life, but I just don't think that they can communicate that in depth with and I don't really know of them using that to communicate to each other. I might be wrong, but it just didn't seem very believable. On the other hand, a lot of the actions that the monkeys did seem believable. They seemed like real things that monkeys would do. How they moved around, how they jumped and swung from things, that seemed very realistic. It was mostly just the sign language thing. Also, there were a lot of times that Caesar was walking upright, and I'm not a monkey expert, but I don't think that monkeys walk upright that much. I might be wrong, but that's just what I thought. Another thing, the ending was a little bit weak for me. It was great how the monkeys were all happy, and Caesar was like, Caesar is home, and the guy was all happy and left, and everyone was happy. And then all of a sudden it started hinting at the disease spreading and everyone dying, and that was just a little bit weak, especially because that part was over the credits. I just feel like they should have expanded on that more or did something to make it more clear and concise of an ending, because they were kind of hinting at it and implying it and, just using it as a way to wrap up the story. But I just kind of felt like they were trying to make it an open ending, and you can't really have an open ending when you already know what the outcome is going to be. So yeah, those are my complaints. But other than those, it was a great movie. The plot was creative. The character development was great. All the characters were very in-depth. The acting was great. James Franco did a great job. I think he did a better job than he did in Spider-Man. I liked him in Spider-Man, but this is kind of a different character for him. And I just feel like he did a really good job. He did a good job of pulling the viewer in and helping them sympathize with his character. John Lithgow was fantastic. I totally believe that he had Alzheimer's, and I think he did a really good job acting that part. I think this is probably one of the best movies that he's played in, but he's always a great actor. Tom Felton is always a good jerk. He did a great job of making the audience hate him. I think that's what he does best. I kind of felt like sometimes his character was a little bit unrealistic, though. I think in movies, when there's an obnoxious character, they tend to overdo it, and they make it a little bit unbelievable because they kind of are too obnoxious. Like, someone in real life wouldn't be that bad. But, there are some real jerks out there. I just don't think that, I just think that sometimes it was a little unrealistic. Frida Pinto played the only woman in the film, and she did pretty good. Her character was a little weak, but I'm not sure that was her fault. She's kind of a smaller actress. She's been in Slumdog Millionaire, which I haven't seen, and a lot of other Bollywood movies. But I think this is her first big American movie that she's been in, and she did a pretty good job. It's just her character was a little weak, but I think she probably did the best that she could with that character. But yeah, her character was like the only woman in the movie, and it was it was a very stereotypical role. It just seemed very weak. Like she seemed weak and kind of wussy, touchy feely the whole time. You didn't really get a feel of what her personality was like. Her character didn't really develop like all the other characters did. She was just kind of a supporting character that didn't really develop at all. But it's really a guy movie. It's a manly sci-fi flick, so I guess they can't really have too many girl characters in that, I guess. Not to be feminist. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Acting is great, plot was great. The CGI monkeys were very realistic most of the time. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I liked it. Oh, I was hearing a lot of complaints, mostly from girls, that the movie was a little creepy and scary. I personally didn't think it was scary at all. I think it might have had a creepy vibe once in a while, but I think that's kind of the point. Other than that, everything I've been hearing from everyone else is really great opinions of it. So yeah, it was a good movie. Why don't you guys tell me what you thought about it in the comments? Tell me if you did like it, didn't like it, or are on the fence about it, and tell me why. I love to know what you guys think. So, Katie says, see you later.